Hello friends, we are introducing a new resource that we are calling the Study With Me series. We believe it will help people to draw closer to God and to begin or develop a deeper relationship with God. We're excited about it. Why a Bible study guide, a new Bible study guide? Well, we have a conviction which you probably share with us that the Bible is more than a human book. It is a divine book. The Bible is God's message to us. And so we believe that if we want to know God, and if we want to develop a closer relationship with Him, Bible study must be part of the process. So, this new series, Study With Me, is a Bible study guide. And we've chosen that the first entry, the first resource in this series will be on one of the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Why is that the case? Well, it's the case because, first and foremost, we want people to fall in love with Jesus. We want them to know Jesus and to know all about His life and what He stood for and how He lived. We want to talk about Jesus, and so we've chosen a gospel as the beginning point for our Study With Me series. Now, as you know, there are four Gospels. Matthew's emphasis is very Jewish. His theme is that Jesus is the King of the Jews. Mark is very Greek or very Roman, and he tells us that Jesus is the suffering servant of God. John, on the other hand, shows us a picture of the divine Son of God, that Jesus is deity. Luke tells us that Jesus is the Savior of all. That's important for Luke because he is a Gentile and the only non-Jewish writer of any New Testament book. And so it's important for him that Jesus is the Savior of all. But more than that, Luke emphasizes the humanity of Jesus. That Jesus had a human touch and a deep concern and interest in other people. That makes Jesus the perfect role model for us because it shows that Jesus is the perfect human being. He shows us how to live. And don't we all need a mentor? Don't we all need a role model? Someone that we can look up to and respect and imitate and emulate. Well, that's Jesus. And so we've chosen that the Gospel according to Luke will be our first resource in the Study With Me series because it tells us how to live, gives us a role model in Jesus Christ, and shows us what it really means to be a human being. That's why we've chosen Luke. We're very excited about that, but I know some people are saying, why another Bible study guide on the Gospel of Luke? Why do we need a new one? What benefit will this particular resource have upon other resources? Well, that's a good question. And all I can do is talk about three unique qualities of this new resource that I think are going to appeal to people. The first one is the way this study guide is formatted or laid out. We have broken down the Gospel of Luke into three categories of questions. We have observation questions, interpretation questions, and application questions. That means that this study guide will be perfect for self-study or for group study because it focuses upon the questions, the pertinent questions that we would ask as we study the Gospel. Another unique quality of this study guide is that it's going to emphasize application as much as interpretation. That is, we care as much about what this gospel means to us and how it applies to our lives as much as what it meant to its original readers. We're going to focus on application. And the third quality that makes this resource unique is that it provides a guide on the side. It will come with over 20 videos that help us to understand the meaning of Luke and its application to our lives. And it also provides access to a guide on the side, which would be me, a conversation partner. Any question that you might want to ask, anything you want to talk about regarding the Gospel of Luke, I would be just an email or a text away. And so we're excited about the launch of this first resource in the Study With Me series, which we hope to launch on Monday, November the 6th. Stay tuned.